hold on a second here. Blastaar has no cooldowns whatsoever. Greetings, Commanders. My name is Pathfinder, and today we're going to be doing a deep dive in the next legendary character, Blastaar. The director of Marvel Strike Force combat team, Matt Sheets, is here to go over the big details from his kit, including how the devs use Blastaar to win. And then we'll cover how to unlock this legendary character at 7 stars for free. You don't want to miss a second, especially because we'll reveal a promo code later on in the video. Here's Matt Sheets to tell us all about Blastaar. Matt, welcome to Strike Spot. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm doing good. This is your first, post-strike time episode, so it's good to have you.
Yeah, I did a couple of those and excited to be back.
Yeah, so Matt, we're here to talk about Blastaar. So I want to know from you first, why did the team select Blastaar as the next legendary character?
Yeah, so we were looking at, Age of Annihilus, the Negative Zone, and some of the other big bads are in the Negative Zone, and so Blastaar floated at the top of the list. And so we are really excited to bring him to Marvel Strike Force.
What's the lore behind Blastaar? Is he a villain?
He is a villain. He's the king of his planet, and he rose in power and threatens not only other people in the Negative Zone, but also Fantastic Four and other people throughout the Marvel Universe.
Okay. It's really cool learning about the Negative Zone and all of these different unique characters and how just crazy powerful some of them are. And Blastaar is no exception. So we're going to be talking a lot about him today. So what's Blastaar's specialty, and how much trouble am I going to be in if I'm facing somebody with Blastaar?
So I'm very excited to talk about Blastaar. He has something we haven't done in a while. Gambit was the first one where his special and his ultimate abilities both do not require any energy to use. And so that is the big powerful part of his kit, where you have the freedom to use his abilities. His basic, his moniker is the Living Bomb Burst, so he has a new sass effect that he gives himself called Bomb Burst that he gets off his basic. That his special and ultimate both scale the more Bomb Burst he has, and then his passive ability is very powerful, where if one of his allies that's not a summon uses their basic, he'll attack that primary target with an attack really similar to his basic from his passive, and give himself Bomb Burst that way.
Okay, so hold on a second here. Blastaar has no cooldowns whatsoever.
Correct.
So how exactly is he going to be gaining these Bomb Burst charges, and what do they do? I assume that those abilities have to do something with those, right?
Yeah, so he's mainly a Cosmic Crucible offense character, and so the way he gets those Bomb Bursts is not only off his basic, but also his assists, his ISO attacks, all also generate Bomb Burst. Whenever someone uses a basic on his team, he'll also do an attack that generates Bomb Burst. Now, the basic is very powerful because it also gives him speed bar for himself, a big chunk of speed bar, 30% speed bar. So he's going to be going often the more he uses either his basic or his passive attack.
And is that anytime he uses his basic, regardless of how many Bomb Burst he has, he's going to be gaining 30%?
So yes, after he uses basic, he'll always be getting that speed bar. And then Bomb Burst itself gives him speed also in Cosmic Crucible on offense.
Okay. And I think that a lot of, people in the community were wondering about Quasar being, a single character that you can plug in anywhere. Blastaar is going to work in the same fashion, right? He's going to be a character that can plug into whatever team you want him to plug into. He doesn't have his own unique team.
Correct. He is a plug-and-play character designed for Cosmic Crucible, mainly just like how Quasar was designed on offense. He is also on offense. He doesn't have a dedicated team, but there are some characters that synergize really, really well with him. People that have a lot of basic attacks. Kohori is very strong with Blastaar. Old Man Logan, where if you put Skirmisher on him and Striker on Blastaar, then he's getting all those assist attacks, also generating a lot of Bomb Burst for himself.
Oh, wow. So there's a lot of potential here to make some of these unique powerhouse characters even better when you plug Blastaar in there. So that's really cool. Can you tell me a little bit about the special and the ultimate? Because there's no cooldown, how are those abilities going to work? Like, let's just start with his ultimate. What's unique about his ultimate?
Yeah, so his ultimate's an attack all. It does a decent amount of piercing, and then it gains additional piercing per bomb burst, up to a whopping 1,250% additional piercing. So he hits hard.
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah.
1,250%.
Wow. Is the cap once he has 5 bomb burst. It also has additional effects. If he has 3 bomb bursts, it's going to reduce the duration of all positive effects on the enemies before the attack. It gains drain depending on how much bomb burst he has. Also lowers speed bar depending on how much bomb burst he has. For the ultimate, after he uses it, it does clear all the bomb burst on himself.
Okay.
And so you need to have his basic pretty much refill his bomb burst so he can explode again on his ultimate.
Okay, that's yeah, that is quite the powerful ability there. And is most of that tied to Crucible offense, or is there a good chunk of that you can use anywhere?
So a lot of the effects for the bomb burst are tied to Crucible offense. The reducing duration is tied to Crucible offense. The drain is also Crucible offense, and so that's where he excels.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about the special then. What is the special going to be doing?
Yeah, so the special is kind of the ability where if you want to keep him alive, it does damage to the primary target and adjacent enemies. It also does a 10% max health steal, so he gains a little bit of health through that. It barriers himself, and it also heals himself. The heal actually weakens the more bomb burst you have, so you're trying to incentivize to use your bomb burst when they get up. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting the potential of the special's heal if you're only trying to keep him up alive. So the special is mainly his sustain if he's not ready to explode on his ultimate, or the basic, which is still very powerful, not just only because it gives a bomb burst, but because in Cosmic Crucible offense, it does things like reduce the duration of safeguard and taunt and immunity.
Oh, wow. So a powerhouse in Crucible, but kind of similar to Quasar, will probably have some niche uses in other places. That's really cool. But before we go on, don't forget to like the video and hit that subscribe button. We want to hear from you about what you think about Blastaar. Where will Blastaar slot into your squads, and what ability has got you the most excited? Make sure to leave a comment down below. Well, similar to how we've done Quasar and how we're going about this whole chapter structure, the legendary characters are completely free through engagement. So are we going to be doing anything different with Blastaar at all, or is it going to be kind of very similar playbook to Quasar?
Yeah, it's a really similar playbook. The main important thing that players should take away is playing Marvel Strike Force every day. You'll be getting his shards through the command center, through either daily, weekly, monthly, similar to Quasar. It all boils down to play Strike Force every day to get those shards and unlock the character and then fully power him up.
Okay, and I think like you've already heard, we are looking at what we're going to be doing with his red stars. So hopefully we'll have some more news on that very soon as we start chapter 2. Let's give everyone watching a big advantage when it comes to Blastaar. So let me ask you this, Matt. How do you use Blastaar, or what's a secret tip that you would give the players watching at home?
I kind of always spoil it, like Kahori and Blastaar are almost best friends. The amount of basic attacks that she puts out, very, very powerful. Old Man Logan's also very strong because it allows Blastaar to gain a lot of assists. And so I think you're gonna see a lot of people mixing and matching, trying to figure out which ones he slots well on Annihilators, because there's so many times where it's not a great time to use Gladiator Special. And so now the basic is much more powerful because it pulls in Blastaar. And so I think you're going to see a lot of unique teams where people are incentivized to use the basic more, holding their special and their ultimate for better opportunities to use it in the match.
Okay, very cool. Well, this sure was a a Blastaar talking with you today, Matt. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And if you made it this far into the video and you survived that pun, we have a promo code for you. Make sure to go to the player gifts section of MarvelStrikeForce.com and type in the code BlastaarLegend. Make sure you do it in all caps and don't tell anyone about this code. It's only for those who watched the whole video. That's all for now, Commanders. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next episode of Strike Spawn. But this sure was a Blastaar talking to you, Matt. Oh, man. I cracked myself up.